Good morning, Hickory Bend All-Stars. This is teaching video number 3. So we have already talked about the staff, the treble clef sign, the bass clef sign, and the first 3 notes of the C major scale, C, D, and E. If you haven't grabbed a pencil and paper yet, go ahead and get that now. And again, if you don't have access to that, no worries, just watch the video. So the first thing you should do is draw, and you already know, the 5 lines of the staff. This is what we write music on. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And when we draw those 5 lines, we automatically get our 4 spaces in between. The next thing you're going to draw is our treble clef sign. Start at the top of the staff, draw a straight line down, then come back to the top, go to the right, cross over the straight line, come up and around. The treble clef sign symbol tells us that any notes that we put after it are for higher voices and higher sounding instruments. We all sing in treble clef, so right now we're going to ignore our bass clef sign. Okay, so we are working on the C major scale. Because we're talking about the C major scale, our first note that we're going to draw will be C, because that is the title of our scale. We said the other day that C is underneath the staff with that little line through it called the ledger line. And remember, this is a special C. This is middle C. Middle C, remember, divides the keyboard in half between treble clef and bass clef. Treble clef and bass clef. That's just fun to do on the piano. Okay, so we're calling this C. Our next note, we just continue on with our alphabet. You got it. It is D. D is a space note because there is no line going through the middle of it. In major scales, we have patterns of line note, space note, line note, space note, or conversely, space note, line note, space note, line note. Line note, space note. And then we went on and we learned about our third note, E. E is a line note. We see the line going through it, and it's the first note that we have so far that actually is placed on the staff. So that's the review of what we've done in our last 2 lessons. Today, we're going to learn 3 new notes. The first one, you can figure this out, it's going to be F. C, D, E. F is the next letter in our alphabet. And again, it's a space note. Line note, space note, line note, space note. It is on the first space of our staff. Go ahead and draw that if you haven't done so already. All right, now we're going to go ahead and move on to the G note. We just keep going up. Looks like I need a bigger whiteboard. G is on the second line of the staff. 1, 2, G. And our last note that we're going to learn today, we're still not done with the scale, but our last note is going to be A. Now you might be saying, what happened to H? Well, guess what, friends? The music alphabet is shorter than your normal alphabet. The music alphabet only goes A through G. And then after G, you go all the way back to A again. But you never have H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z in music. Say that as fast as you can 10 times. Just kidding. Okay, so A goes on the space. For those of you who are remembering our do, re, mi's, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. That's as far as we've gotten. Tomorrow, we'll go ahead and learn the last two notes, B and the higher C, and then we will have our C major scale complete. And then we're going to go through and start practicing using our Kodály hand signs and our solfeggio symbols, which I'll talk about more when we get to that lesson. Again, go outside, practice drawing this with sidewalk chalk, or just practice drawing it on paper and pencil at home as you are turning into great musicians. And feel free to contact me, message me if you have any questions. Also, be looking on the messages as to what the question is that you need to answer about today's video. Thanks everybody, great job. We'll see you next time. Bye.